And I'm back. Sky/Mike here, and what's most likely going to be my final stream of the day. More Ace Attorney. We just got word that the CEO of KB Security died a grisly death at around the same time that Ron DeLay went over there, so he's not off the hook just yet. Anyway, back in the office. PM.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose! I don't buy it! But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Why don't we get started looking into the KB Security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to Green Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the secret urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No.
Robert and Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together. Full of love and happiness.
Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls.
And remember, no fighting, okay?
She's gone.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Well, what should we do? So, what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out here and investigate the murder.
But first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center, too.
You must be relieved we got the secret urn back, huh?
You bet! But there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right. So does that mean that... Does this mean that Luke Amy was actually fixing the urn?
Plus, the face has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Uh-oh. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I Am. And that repairer was one mechanic. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that when she gets back to Korean Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Can I think about it? Maya hasn't been back to Korean Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Korean Village to do their training, right?
Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking about heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
The channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is that what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling is misused.
When a medium uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will.
So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Like what happened a year ago. That murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
Sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. So, where to now? Let's go to the hideout.
Oh, Nicky boy, Maya!
Miss Delight.
All I wanted to do was to help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting this case.
Don't say that, Nick! She doesn't need your help beating herself up! Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Miss Delight is such a vulnerable side. Let's talk to her. Ron Delight. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him.
I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that! Anyway, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him.
Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't a thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glass. A thief? Ha! The very idea.
Guess I just don't get it.
Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different.
Come on now, Nicky boy.
It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you?
I hate these kinds of people more than anything.
You mean Ace Detectives?
No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives.
Oh, so then you must be thieves.
No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
By the way, why did you go to Detective Edmonds' office anyway?
Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal.
The real criminal?
Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
And Detective Almy knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on a Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask me some questions. That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the Ace Detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table.
Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too.
There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a someone else.
Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security?
Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
That's why Miss Delight still doesn't know.
KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. But Larry told me it takes 30 by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. And by that you mean go over the speed limit, right?
Yep.
To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying?
Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now?
No. I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves?
What a scaredy cat you are, Nick.
Miss Delight told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick.
Love at first sight?
So, was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind of just curl up into a ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives and I broke down in tears. If I were in that situation.
I didn't get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. "Please stop it!" he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
Wait, Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Alright, let's go to security. Okay, the security CEO office. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect from the CEO's office.
What's that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure it was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
It's not like you at all. I bet you'd be more like,
oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal.
Or something like to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits?
Well, anyway. Point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs, and I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Hey, Gumshoe, what happened?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on! What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mask was stealing the urine, huh?
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? It was pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. So the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
We still need more information about Mr. Billiard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. What did that mean?
So, what happened to Master Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. Oh, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now there's a detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around whenever a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was a thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen items he kept bragging about. Yeah, he did just that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tier of Eminon case. There is a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved a newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. The gem and the thief. Stolen?
Hey, this guard here.
Is that Ron? Ron! No, it's not Ron Weasley. I wish it was, but it's not. It's pretty small, so I can kind of hard to see, but how she mentions it. Yeah, that's Ron Delight in there, alright.
Oh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. Who is that Java-addicted mass maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godo? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said that this was his first case as a prosecutor, and it's true. According to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. That Goto guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Ah, binder. Check out his big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick!
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah!
What'd you find out, Nick?
This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scene.
And Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole.
So $100,000 is if I own a stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Kane's list copied and put in the court record. Alright. And now... Hey! You want to press the big red shiny button?
Oh, there's a button here! Let's see!
You didn't see anything! Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
That was pretty funny! I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that!
What's that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer! It says it right here on the panel!
You're right! It's written right there! Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm is connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? That's possible on a night of the crime.
Well, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I'd thought about that, so I asked around down there. But it said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. There are no fingerprints on it. Oh, off to the basement. Ooh. The future. Future. Wow, this is real house.
For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
KB security guard. Oh, I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too.
Hi, Larry.
Yeah, I was working my fingers to the bone, and everyone's an angel. I've got no problem with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, but Nick here is a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this is now. Tell me about the good info. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. You want a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes. So tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Rondelight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Rondelight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is like a small company, but I thought it was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out on work to go pick up hot chicks or something? No, that's just you. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Wait, well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on his monitors. All the time.
Monitors? 100% in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams of this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in the office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it's part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break! Don't try to pin the whole thing on me! That's not fair, Nick! Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is, you were here at that night, right? Larry? I knew it. I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, like I always say, that was it, and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm gonna have to break his psyche locks after all. Oh, this is not good. Huh? Treasures at Crane exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This is our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I could cheer her up somehow. But now we got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it? Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! That's brilliant, Nick! We can clean up and be filthy rich! Ah! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. But let's go to the basement. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews, what's you still hanging around here for? So, how's it going? What about the secret urn? The urn? Oh, that? It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes! It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Matt's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. I just heard all about it on the news. Victor was actually the thief all along. Looks like that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the master to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that Master Matt's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to that very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I guess so. What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at that time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to the business already. On a night of theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims it the way he always operates. That's just what he says, so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in this crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. I'm so glad that you got your sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? So you know something after all. 2 locks. What do you mean, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Let's not worry about that right now. Back to security. Hey Nick, what's up? Larry, I have no time for bullshit. Magatama power, activate. You're going down, Larry.
A night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? But that was that. And this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I even pay you $1. No. Make it $5. $1. Wow. Now that's confidence. Wasn't a drenched in the red puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not man in the station when it happened is... the wallet? This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time is this when you found his wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock. In the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. So? The murderer must have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10, then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 during your shift. The key card. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That key card data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like this is supposed to go through me. Boys, that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ooh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah, no! Oh, my sake lots are broken! I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was nice of a horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for this, Nick? What can I do? Why? He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything! Just name it! I'll do whatever you have to do to make up for it. I swear I will! Larry. Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Show him the pretty button. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue. I'm the professional guard I am. Wow. That's pretty good. Thanks. I try. Do you think you can tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay. I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office?
Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it'd be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Isn't it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right?
Of course I did! And I couldn't make a mistake either! Do you think you could take just one more look at me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry can make a mistake like that. Ah!
What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible.
Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, it went off just once in the morning, at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be.
1:02 p.m. Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't much of an impression on me.
Well, you weren't a victim right until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered till this morning. And we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard him. Mr. Bullard must have had a chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Well, shit. That is not good. Alright. Detention center.
Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight, did you finish our interrogation?
Yes, but
please don't tell me. Please don't leave me alone anymore.
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see,
on the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lorelei Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's when the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delay, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask to Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight, at a trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself! Here I am, the tragic clown! I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time.
Considering the person dressed up as Master Mask in the photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should.
Alright, what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used a key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? At me. And suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam!
Was it Kane Bowler that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in the building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Light kind of sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that. Why were you fired?
Mr. Light, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security?
How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please.
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Whew, thank goodness. I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief, she'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that can bring in enough money, except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So you became Master Mask for Desiree, huh? Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask,
he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh?
Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guy in this photo, is that you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. Garden photos were on Delight. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found a disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found a Master Mask disguise. That's interesting. And I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got a chance to remake my costume.
That's a really good time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
Blackmail letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now! Hey, calm down! Don't get so worked up.
This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after that incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter. It says, I know you did it.
So someone found out about your true identity, just like that?
It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans?
Heist plans.
What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned heist wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. incredibly detailed plans.
It sounds like Mr. Delight's thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was Master Mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. And I just waited for the cash to come into the mail. Can you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, truth is I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron's testimony. From second heist on, he was stealing his threat for blackmail letters. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? But please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! I could never! I'm not lying! All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they discovered what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
Why?
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right?
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
Guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearly! I'm back!
Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time?
The secret urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Korean Village to have it examined. And? What'd you find out? Oh, there's no need to worry. They said it's a real urn. That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches? They said it's paint. And they even put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we gotta find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find and see how they got there. Please don't forget about me. But it's a genuine article. Thank God. Alright. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you.
Hello there.
I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having his urn examined.
Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
Well, for one... Hold on. Yeah, Dad. Right. Okay. Now let's go back to what we were talking about last week. How do you say shoes in Italian? Look at his box. His box. Something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the sacred urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too. Definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how to paint on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick.
Urn box. Oh, there's more paint. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about that paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it.
That's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. Look, it matches. What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Paint marks. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Magatama! Activate. and delve into your mind. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about a sacred urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation.
Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine? How about the urn itself? Covered in splotches, but it's a genuine article. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Pearls went back to Korean Village and had it examined.
Is that right?
That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again.
Did you say again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing had happened. And quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that the urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
That's right, it said I am on the poster. This poster. It was made recently, right?
Poster?
Ah, the poster for the exhibit! At the time when the photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters are transposed.
Ah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
That was a mistake. Now tell the truth.
Wait!
4.
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like she's not going to give up the last psyche lock so easily.
Do you have any proof the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor?
The box. Well, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? The urn has these pretty little pink paint splotches on it. And there's some on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say?
So? What does that prove?
That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's where they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lord Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here, too.
So can you prove that? Can you prove that box was dropped here in the basement warehouse?
The paint splotches. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
There's pink paint splattered on the floors and walls of the basement warehouse. But it was an odd shape and printed into a part in the paint stain, am I right?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression of the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means the box is dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearlie? No, not at all. I noticed how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. Oh, shit! But I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid on the box and that's when it happened. Broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock, and I let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Korean Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards are pretty big.
And that's when the I am got changed to Amy?
I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy.
Any sane person? Really?
Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, then replaced in the box, kept out of sight.
But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains.
Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used a golden statue to cover it. The Amy Faye statue. Aha! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night of the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls and floors of the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there was a good reason for that. On a day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall.
And?
I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it.
I see. Now it makes perfect sense. There's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews?
Huh? What? I
don't know anything about that.
I placed it there to cover the paint, so why did I move it again? Oh, then who was it? Who would have done it and why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. And then the next day, it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? What do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Ron DeLite, was at KB Security. So then, why did another Master Mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like the thief is going to be making another appearance. Oh, shit. But we're going to have to find that out next time. Because pretty soon I will be going to dinner with my parents. If I don't do another episode tonight, expect it tomorrow morning, before Wolf gets here. So, it's Guy/Mike signing off. If you venture to a casino, don't deal with the devil. See you guys later.